Sean, what are you chewing on?
The DCEU haters.
But they're right.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Mistakes Were Made, the show where we talk about mistakes and things we love, and maybe even remember why we love them in the first place. I'm your host and residential mistake artist, Eduardo Vaca, and with me, as always, is fellow mistake artist, Chris Hecker. He's there.
Hi.
There's Chris.
Hi, Sean.
He's tired. Alright, and also with us, you know him, you love him, or maybe you don't know him, and maybe you don't love him, but guys, it's
Most
time to
don't.
give him a chance. There is Sean Castro. Welcome on the show again, Sean.
I don't even love myself.
He's the residential meme maker, so of course, he's fundamentally depressed and sad in every way. And today we're talking about the latest...
I'm lonely.
and lonely. Just like good DCEU movies. Excellent segue, Sean. There's only one good DCEU movie, and it's definitely not the best.
She's getting
superhero
lonely.
movie. She's getting lonely up there at 92% on Rotten Tomatoes. Today we're talking about Justice League, starring your boy, CGI'd upper lip. So today we're gonna be talking a lot of spoilers on Justice League. If you're a big fan of the movie, sorry, and if you're not, you're welcome. Have fun, enjoy. And if you haven't seen the movie, just be warned. We will talk about all sorts of stuff, including CGI foolery. So from here on out, there are going to be spoilers. And now there are spoilers. Superman does not get his black suit. What are our thoughts on that?
I don't care.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I don't care.
Yeah, there was the guy in our screening who just definitely wanted that black suit. They was just screaming the whole time, "Where's the black suit?"
Like, even after the entire thing's over, he's like, where's the black suit?
The credits are rolling, and he was just like, "Where's the black suit?" And we were like, "No, you got shirtless Henry Cavill. It's a good trade-off."
But then we also got CGI upper lip.
It is CGI for love. I love how this movie starts with vertically filmed Superman.
Oh,
Like,
they
you
just-
see him. I love how it starts like somebody took it with an iPhone, but it was clearly with like an 8K IMAX camera. Somebody took it and they just cropped out the image, and also his lip was super disgusting at that point.
Yeah.
But that just beyond that, I actually dug the opening. I like the whole let's pretend Superman was cool for these last two movies, and not that he was a big sad monster.
No, yeah, I know what they're doing with it and everything. And...
Chris, do you have opinions?
It's just very hard to get past that upper lip. That's the thing. That's
The upper lip is aggressive.
I was like, okay, cool that you guys are like making him more lighthearted, even though he wasn't lighthearted.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool. I mean, I'm very indifferent to the opening. I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I don't love it.
I feel like that's the whole movie. It's just, oh, this is silly, but I'm okay with this. And then it just cuts to the really dramatic, like, I don't know, whatever that font is from Civil War, where they're going to different countries. They're like, oh, that worked. Let's have Henry Cavill after Ben Affleck, and nobody will know that he comes back to life. Can we just say, they brought back the best line from Batman vs. Superman, which is, "Do you bleed?" I didn't think they would, but they did, guys. They made me happy and brought back the best line of all movie history just for Eduardo. That was the best scene. Also, did you know that for the musical themes, they used for Ezra Miller's Flash, they used the TV theme?
It sounded like it.
Yeah.
I was very like, is it really that?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
So,
I was questioning it in my head, and then I was just like, no, I don't think they did.
so what you're saying is the Justice League score is very uninspired?
Yes.
Okay,
But no, I mean, for me, it was kind of, like, teased to the whole movie, because I told Chris as we drove over, I knew they were going to use themes from the 89 Batman, which I think is the best Batman theme.
Wait, when did they use that?
Exactly. They did, but it's like, you can only hear...
Beginning.
Right in the beginning, you can hear a little, like, 3 notes,
Yeah.
and then right at the end, it's the same thing. And I'm like, Danny Elfman, you're scoring Justice League. Why are you not including more of your theme? And then they did the same thing with Superman. You could hear, like, 3 notes.
When he's, like, fighting Flash.
When
Yeah.
he hits the memorial wall, you hear
Yeah, there you go, yeah.
It's like, this is what we need to do John Williams' iconic score.
But, I mean, that sucks, because, like, I mean, it would have been nice if they, I think it would have been nice if they did the theme during, like, when he comes back for the Steppenwolf fight.
Yeah, there was just no heroic triumph at
It
all.
got boring when he showed up at the end of the fight, because then you knew it was over.
Yeah, so that was like a good bad thing, because Steppenwolf was kind of the worst CGI turd ever in movie history, but he had like a devil horn helmet that looks like it was a part of his body until he died, and then you were like, it's just a helmet, okay. And then you were like, wait, were there horns in there, or are the horns just added on top of the helmet?
Some say his haircut under the helmet was Zod's.
It was just Zod's haircut. It was all,
Stupid.
AKA Doomsday.
Why is every like DC villain the same? Like the first Man of Steel, General Zod. This like Wonder Woman's was the god of war or whatever, and this movie is like another general. Why is it just the same thing? And why do they all look the same?
That's a good
Why do they all
point.
fight the same?
I like General Zod personally. I think he's
General
pretty
Zod
cool.
was good
He's a,
villain. I
he's,
think.
a, he's a cartoon character. He's cool.
He totally is a cartoon character.
will find out.
I will find. He's just got like the spit and the nose boogers and stuff, and then they put him in the big CGI penis, and he flies into the sky. That's a great scene in the movie.
Oh man,
The first 20 minutes of Man of Steel are bonkers, and I love them.
why was Jesse back in this movie?
He wasn't. I was surprised by how not terrible he was. Like, don't get me
there
wrong.
wasn't enough of him for him to
Yeah,
be good
exactly.
or terrible.
It was like a level 3 terrible from those 2 minutes, but I like the way he looked because he looked like Lex Luthor with that sort of
The suit.
Yeah, that's total Lex Luthor.
His first
But
word,
he
though,
still
like,
doesn't-
A god has risen. What did he say? Something about a god? I'm like, shut up.
God is risen
Yeah.
and flying through the sky or
Shut
something
up,
like that.
Jesse. No
That
one
was
cares
rough.
about your weird religion. Like,
Yeah, that whole it's the what is it? The BVS drop over Batman vs Superman, John of Justice. Real title, by the way.
John of Justice.
John of Justice. Well, this episode is going to
Johns?
be called, I decided, Super Friends, Dawn of Flashpoint. So that's what this one's going to be. Because you can
I
tell.
hate this movie, dude.
It's not. I didn't hate it. And I don't think. Did you hate it, Sean?
Again, I'm very indifferent to it.
Yeah,
It's probably like a Thor. Like for me, I saw Thor like a second time. It was better the second time, so it'll probably be like better the second time for
like
you
I
guys.
I definitely
No, I don't want to watch this movie again. I have no intention of watching this movie again.
like it's definitely it's more tolerable than Batman v Superman.
Oh yeah, for
And
sure.
then it's just kind of sad also since we had Wonder Woman just
She can go
earlier.
from a great movie to like.
So now like it's just like you did so well, you did good with it, and then you just dropped the ball again.
I got so annoyed with like her scene, like her first scene. It was cool to fight, but like when she like grabs someone with her rope, she's like pulling him up. Who are you? This rope. And she like explains what it is. I'm like, thanks for the
Yeah.
explanation.
This rope compels you to tell the truth.
Well,
Yeah, you
that-
don't need to explain that.
That was forgivable because most people that's not a known thing. Like you see Spider-Man webbing someone up, you're like, okay, you don't need to be explained that he has web powers. But you see this woman grab a guy by a lasso, and you have no experience with Wonder Woman, and it's like, what the fuck is
She's
happening?
been around since the 40s, whenever.
Yeah, sure.
People know what her rope does.
But do they? I mean, I
Yes.
don't know. People didn't know. I don't know. If they do, that's
They know what the
cool.
bracelets do. They know what the rope does. They need to be
The
explained with the
bracelet-
tiara.
all they know that the bracelet does pew pew pew.
That's all it needs to do.
Which is so good when she's just like, she looks like the Energizer Bunny and she's just like deflecting all those bullets. Again, silly as shit, but also really just fun to watch. What wasn't fun to watch was just
Everything else?
Yeah, but also they had like 3 or 4 butt shots for Gal Gadot, and I was like, you poor thing, why would they make you do this? And I
Rat
was like,
Pack
Zach.
Studios.
And she
Rat
looked-
Pack
she-
Studios.
Rat Pack
We got that
Studios.
Brett Ratner up in here. He's like, what if you had
God.
more ass shots?
Dude, they look at the film. They look at the footage too after, so she saw how many butt shots there were, and she was
Yeah.
fine with it.
She was like, oh, we're doing that. And they're like, yeah, what do you think? And she was probably like, I guess you're paying me, so it's fine.
No, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much control she has over, like, how much of her booty gets shown, but poor thing. That was just like a sad step backwards. Because those were, like, there's a scene where they're, like, jumping off their little hanger thingy, and there's Batman, and he has, like, that weird barrel-chested belly in this movie.
He looked
and
fat.
then he looked
He looked
chunky.
fat. He looked fat.
He was a chunky monkey in this
Why do
movie.
they all stand so like weird? Like Superman just always stands with his arms as far as possible, with his hands always like this.
Because
Yeah.
it's to show his muscles.
Don't puff out your chest.
His muscles.
The thing is, he doesn't
I'm
need
too
to.
big.
He
Batman just
looks
goes
like
like
a
this.
human triangle. I mean, he's already an enormous, like, zoot suit. What is it? Bruce Timm animated character come to life. You look just like the cartoon.
The cartoon was cool.
The cartoon was pretty cool.
Everything about it. The theme from the cartoon was good too.
Yeah, it is.
I would have loved to hear that, dude. Holy shit.
But I read an article today saying Danny Elfman felt like DC movies should embrace their, like, rich music history, and I agree with that. I think they should do that. Particularly the
Said you
Flash
talked like
thing.
a bitch to her. She's like, "Stop being mean to Sean."
Well,
That
thank-
didn't rhyme. She said that I didn't mean to make that rhyme. I'm like, stop. They didn't. Oh, sorry.
Remember when we were talking about Justice League?
No, because
don't.
I fucking hate
That was
this
a long
movie.
time ago.
I wasn't talking for the first 5 minutes.
I know, that was weird. And you
Chris's
should-
girlfriend
would you
is
like to-
defending me
Yes.
Yeah, for no reason.
because she likes me.
Oh.
Who drove my car that one time? Was that you?
Oh yeah, that was
Fuck
me.
you.
Yeah, there was
Sean.
there was a point in our lives when we would steal Chris's car, and by we I mean Sean. It wasn't me, Chris. It was
I laughed so hard
After
when I came
you
out,
suggested
you
it.
guys were like backing out and you were looking.
I was like leering out the
You
window.
guys were just staring at me.
It was nice. It was a nice
fun.
family fun time.
See, this is more fun to talk about.
I don't know. I feel like what I
Good
I
job
don't
getting
know.
back to the
Good-
point,
yeah,
Chris.
Good job. Bring us back to home, Chris.
Homecoming?
Visually, Homecoming. Arrgh! It's long. That's a long movie.
Okay, we get it. You agree with that one guy's opinion.
It's a
alright.
long movie. Homecoming gets very. You
When?
feel like it's 2.5 hours
But
long.
when do you feel like it's 2.5 hours long?
Probably.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
right.
Probably when they're in the
at-
hotel. When they're in the hotel and they just get there, I'm like, wow.
They're there for like 5 minutes.
No, but like at that point, you're like, you
Less.
still have a whole second half of the movie to go.
No, but I don't know. Every
It's
scene
long.
with the Vulture is enjoyable.
Yeah, I agree.
Spider-Man and the Vulture together.
But
You mean
this
Batman?
movie. You mean the real Batman back to the 89 Batman and how things should be? But with this movie, I liked me that 2-hour runtime. I dug it. The fact that we didn't have to stay
No.
2.5
Where the fuck
hours.
was
I'm
the
glad.
pacing? Where was the pacing?
It was. I thought the pacing wasn't bad.
No, it was too fast. It was way too fast.
No, I think that's fine.
No, it was too
because I
fast.
got it.
No, it was
No,
too fast.
it wasn't too fast.
too
What?
fast.
I think it was great because
too
we don't
fast.
spend 20
It was too
minutes
fast.
reinforcing
It
that
was too
Jesse
fast.
Eisenberg.
We don't need
is
it.
Let's just sell
It
it.
was too
Like
fast.
no, it was perfectly paced. I felt.
It went from Batman suddenly knowing that I need fear. Now I'm gonna go find Aquaman.
Yeah.
That's.
I don't
too
want.
fast.
No, I don't want to waste time. How much? What would you have in the middle?
I would rather have single movies in the middle.
Oh no, I don't disagree with that at all. They should have had an Aquaman movie before this. Cyborg, I don't give a shit about. They could have introduced him in this movie. And
I would have rather
Flash.
him know what he can do before he this movie.
well, I feel like one of them had to be the new one.
This is
you
just,
know what I mean?
it's just a convenience, like to show that like they can come up with whatever they want because he's learning new things.
Yeah,
They're just
that all
pulling
was
stuff out of
weird.
their ass.
That was dumb. Cyborg in general was a pretty lame character. I felt,
It was booyah.
and it's just the saddest boo. He's like,
I know it's not
Booyah.
even. It's not even enthusiastic. It's just booyah.
the war is over. I can finally boo to the yeah. I can finally achieve it.
When they took the thing apart, everyone just like, huh, like this is stupid. This is all bad. You guys
Wait,
aren't
what
funny.
thing?
Like when they pulled apart like the 3 things.
The
mother-
mother
the
boxes.
mother-
Whatever the fuck.
boxes.
See, I don't even remember what the name it was.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what the name of it was.
Okay.
It was the Triforce.
I don't know. I kind of
But why
like that
did
they were just
people-
laughing after that.
No, because like they were just like,
Superman.
I
and
wish I was dead.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
could-
like
I don't
they were
know.
good.
I
that hurt my
dug
toes.
that. That
no,
was
I didn't.
nice.
It wasn't funny at all.
The toes thing wasn't funny, but seeing Superman smile for the first time in like 9 hours warmed my heart. I was like, oh, Henry Cavill is a human being. Speaking of smile, his teeth be a little fucked up.
Yeah, who did I whisper?
You
that
didn't
to?
notice that
To me.
before?
I had not thought of that until this movie. And I think it was the angle. It's sort of an upper angle, the camera looking down, and you see his bottom.
Yeah, it's his
only
bottom.
his-
It's his
only
bottom
his
teeth.
bottom lip moving. You, that's why you can only see the bottom teeth.
I guess the mustache covered it in the other movies. But no, I was so surprised. I was like, this is the handsomest man on earth. And he has one flaw. It's
The
his
teeth.
teeth. So that was incredible. That
And
was
his
nice.
stands, according to Chris.
And his stand. Yeah.
It's weird.
It's like the shoulder dun dun dun, sort of left right. He looks like a toy soldier from Toy Story.
Yeah.
While my guitar gently weeps.
I loved when Batman became an asshole because that felt like real Batman. That felt like cartoon Batman.
Wait, which
Like-
point? Because he
When
was
he's being an asshole
a lot in this
to
movie.
Wonder Woman.
Because I felt like Justice League Batman because he's a dick.
Well,
He's an understanding dick, but he's
that wasn't bad when he gives her shit, because Batman does give people shit when he has to.
he should fuck Wonder
But
Woman. I'm just kidding.
I heard a cool argument that Batman is only cool because he's like the normal guy among gods. But if you put him in the Marvel universe, he's literally the lamest person in the room, because everyone else is like a normal person among normal people who have these extraordinary powers. But in this, he's like, yeah,
He's just the weird loner.
he's just the weird loner in Marvel, and if he was in Marvel. Also, Ben looked really sweaty in this movie. Did you guys get that?
He's getting old. They keep mentioning how old he's getting.
They do, and how his lack of romance in life.
I
And I'm like, don't rush him.
I do like the idea that like they're not all like around the same
Jennifer
age.
Gardner, take him back.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah, I like that Barry Allen is young, Cyborg is young, Wonder Woman is like the oldest MILF of all time. Batman is that was fine when she just knocks his arm into place. That was like, oh,
That's what you get.
okay. I like when you see superheroes not wearing their suit traditionally. Like when you see Batman with his mask off, I'm like, oh my god, that's so cool.
Yeah,
That just-
he has such a small head compared to this.
he does, because
It's
they
funny.
pad the fuck out of that suit, and the movie makes it known.
What happened to Flash's leg? He gets shot. Then like the next scene, he's totally fine.
Yeah,
What happened there?
That was
his
his
regenerative
regenerative healing.
Is that real?
He has
In
a
the
healing.
TV, in the TV show.
Oh, they
it's
explain
the point.
what Wonder Woman's rope does, but they don't explain that Flash has fast healing.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
It's not.
No, that's a pretty fair criticism.
Oh, okay.
That's I don't know. Barry Allen in general was a big disappointment, and I think that's because I love the TV show so much. Like, Grant Gustin is not only the best Flash, he's like my dad. I've adopted him as my dad.
He's no 90s Flash. Come on.
John Wesley
Who
Shipp.
plays his dad in the TV show, which
Is
is
he really?
insane. Yes, it's
That's
so
cool.
awesome.
That's cool.
Oh, the Flash TV show is perfect.
And
Even
then
season
Mark
3.
Hamill's the trickster when he
Yes.
was the trickster in the 90s.
It's so cool. Oh my god, the Flash TV show is so good, and it's better than this. The TV version of the Justice League is better than
Well, yeah.
this.
Like
Duh.
the
insane.
wait,
The whole
wait,
animated
wait,
universe is
wait. Do you
No,
mean?
I'm talking about the Arrowverse,
Oh,
which
the-
doesn't have any of the big players, but it's still better than.
Well, it has
than Justice
Flash. That's the only one though.
League. Yeah,
And-
but even
and then
Flash
it-
for most people is B-level.
Wait, is
superhero.
Arrow in the same universe as Smallville? So
Okay, so we're just talking about the Holy
We're just
Trinity
gonna talk
then.
about- yeah, I don't think it is.
Somebody save DC.
Yeah. Oh no, they mentioned.
Are you doing the Smallville?
I think Smallville might be in this. No, it's not. Never mind. But they mentioned a character from Smallville in Supergirl recently. I know that. I don't know who was that.
So Superman.
Hey, Superman.
Why does
You're in
Superman
this.
look so weird in Supergirl? He doesn't look like that does not look like Superman, to be honest.
He does have a weird. He has like the Ezra Miller face, where it's kind of weirdly proportioned, and he's like objectively handsome, I guess? Question mark. Like the math adds up.
I think it's
But my feels
it's in
down.
the suit that he looks.
As Clark
not-
Kent, he looks Clarky and
He
Kenty.
looks like Clark Kent, and then like that first scene in Supergirl when they introduce him, I definitely got that whole
What's his name? What's his actor's name, by the way?
Tyler
Holden.
Hoechlin or someone.
Hol-
Tyler has
Hoechlin?
the best Clark. Henry has the best Superman. If we're gonna go,
We didn't.
Spider-Man argument.
Unfortunately, we got like not enough of Henry as Clark. Also, what's the deal with Clark Kent? Is he just back?
He's dead.
Well, he was dressed up in his civilian gear as
have-
Clark Kent
I know,
in
what the
the
fuck?
end.
I know.
are
So
they
what are they
doing?
gonna do? Like, is he
Yeah.
gonna be a reporter again? Just like I wasn't dead.
Wasn't
and
he-
also, I came back around the time Superman came back.
Yeah.
Coincidence?
I still got really pumped seeing him do the John Williams, Christopher Reeve tearing up his
Dun, dun,
shirt
dun.
and showing the emblem. I was like, yes! I've been waiting like forever to see that. You don't have to hide that from me. I want more.
Clark.
But no, like,
Clark.
yeah,
Clark's up.
Tyler Hoechlin or whatever his last name is, as Superman. That first scene, it definitely brought me back to Christopher Reeve. Like, I definitely got a Christopher Reeve vibe out of it. You know, when he's all like stuttering to Perry White and everything. I don't know. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it in a long time.
But yeah, it gave me a. But
What?
yeah, him as Superman, it's a little
Why is Superman
in the suit. He's a little off.
Why is Superman Returns better than this movie?
Superman Returns is so good. It's not a great Superman movie, but it is a good movie just generally.
It's a great Brandon Routh movie.
But not even. The poor guy has to do a Christopher Reeve impression the whole time, and it's like, I want to see
That's
your
not fair.
Superman.
Yeah, that's not
Oh,
fair.
well, I mean that's
It's cool
carry
as
on.
it's like a weird little experimental movie almost, where it's like, what if we just had this lonely god hanging out all the time? And it's dope, but it's just not like,
it's so cool. When,
it's a really weird Superman movie.
it's so cool when Kevin Spacey sticks the kryptonite in his side.
You're not allowed to say that. You're not allowed to say
This is
Kevin
a safe
Spacey
zone.
or Kryptonite.
It's a safe zone.
It's a safe
Or
zone.
sticking in.
Anything.
It's cool when he stabs.
Kevin Spacey and sticking in like doesn't go.
Doesn't
That
stab.
did not happen. It was a grope, Sean.
Hey,
Oh.
hey guys, it's okay. He's gay. Don't worry.
And technically, I think it was Kumar who stabbed Brandon Ruth in Superman Returns.
Either way, it was a cool scene. And then he kicks
Oh
him
yeah,
off.
he is.
Yes.
He is in Superman.
Before he went to work for the White House in real life, which is a weird thought that
Carol-
and Kumar worked for our government. So that's just an interesting thought.
Wait, did he?
Yes, he worked for the Obama administration as something.
Like
The
everybody
heck?
did.
It was like a PR position where he's like bringing people in. I guess I don't know, but if you Google it, you will see Kumar worked for your government, and it is a real. And they pull out their phones. But
Okay, all right. So why is Justice League at an 86 audience score?
that's
Excuse me?
really high.
Excuse me.
That's super high.
That's like more than Spider-Man 2, I think. Like the original.
Really? That's
I think.
insane.
Let me see. Let me pull up my phone for a
I think
real
it's like the
reason.
IMDb thing where a lot of fans are like, no, this movie has to be amazing. So then they do the thing where they get a lot of people and spam it with a bunch
is
of
higher.
stuff. Really?
It's higher by 5%.
That's weird.
That's so much.
That's a lot of... I feel like that's nerds, though. Like, with the guy who was shouting in our movie theater who wanted the black suit, it's like, no, you're not entitled to black suit.
He wasn't even laughing. He wasn't even laughing at the funny parts. He laughed at...
He laughed at the worst parts, which made me laugh, because I was like, you're right, this is terrible. Also, I liked seeing Steppenwolf shoulder that horse. That was really funny.
Mary loved it.
Yes, she was like, ah! And I was just, she was laughing for like 3 minutes, and we were like, shut up. But, it was pretty... I also loved seeing the Wonder Woman Amazonians lock their own people in a big rock with them.
They just died.
I thought that was... Yeah.
Where?
There's Cal Penn,
shaking his hand?
Kumar shaking Obama's hand. But yeah, I loved seeing... That was, like, surprisingly hilarious, scary, when, like, they locked themselves in with Steppenwolf.
They're dead.
Yeah, they're dead. Although, no, you saw an arrow shoot out. Like, one arrow, it's like, it was reaching out.
Honestly, I was kind of down with that scene, like, where, like, they're, like, playing keep away, basically.
It was okay.
Like...
Yeah, that was...
Like, I mean, it wasn't, like, the greatest, but, I mean, I found it to be fun a little bit.
Why does the green screen look bad in every scene?
Like when they tie the box and then to the rope and then shoots the arrow.
You know what looked cool though?
Every time they were outside in that world.
Yeah, that's what I mean, like when they're outside.
You know what looked cool though? Gotham looked
fun.
That introductory Batman scene, I was so like that is a good scene. That is like top 10 Batman scenes in terms of aesthetic and like setting up the character.
Like Batman, as in like all Batman.
Yeah, because like I feel like that is just pure Batman. And when he's like, they smell fear, I was like, oh damn.
Wait, so who was that guy? Because he just let him get away.
Just a robber,
what if it was just a regular dude? Like he just like cleaned it up after his pigeons on the roof, and Batman's like, "Hey, bitch!" And then he just throws him off the edge of a roof.
He didn't throw him; he hung him. He hung from
him
the side.
Of the roof. But I like how the movie makes you think he's a bad guy just because he has a gun and just because he's a really tall, muscly white guy.
Like Batman?
No, the audience. They're just like the movie's like, "Hey, this guy's probably a bad guy, right?"
He was stealing. He had he had a bag full of stuff.
Did he really?
Yeah,
I did not notice that.
He dumps a bag.
Didn't notice it.
I don't remember that.
He drops it before he gets out of the room.
I literally asked myself, why is Batman picking on this guy? I just thought, well, I guess he's a bad guy because he looks like a bad guy.
No, like he comes out of the window and then he drops like a bag and then you just hear like rattling like what sounds like metal and like just stuff like.
And he looks at him and then just walks away for a second. That was gonna be funny. Then they ruined it.
He's a good guy.
Batman let him get away.
He did.
I mean, I'm fine with him killing him because, that happened already, but he just let this one guy get away.
I don't like when they don't make up their mind. Does Batman kill? Does he not? Just stick to one. I like that Wonder Woman kills, though. I like that she gives no fucks and she kills everybody.
She killed everybody in that bank, by the way.
Probably.
Because, that thing goes around.
Yeah, somebody said that. She does a little bracelet fart, and then, the energy goes... And somebody was
I even told that to Chris. Yeah, I was all like...
I think I might have even heard you, because you said everyone in that bank is dead.
I'm just like, she just probably,
she just killed everybody. And I was like, oh...
Send her back to the Stone Age.
What makes her amazing is that she kills the good guys, okay? She does not care in the slightest. People laughed when they first showed Batman on screen. Did you hear that? Because he was hanging off the ledge looking at the robber.
It was supposed to be funny.
And people laughed, and I was like, oh, is this supposed to be funny?
It's funny because he's just there staring.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, but I don't think it was meant to be like...
It's kind of silly when you think about it. Batman just stays in one area just waiting.
Yeah, he's like...
he didn't even know if anyone was coming out of that window. He was just there like...
I'm going to see Korg doing that. Hey, bruv. Just
as soon as he turns around. Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Join my revolution.
Get on the ship.
Get on the ship. The siege, I like seeing...
He takes the bad guy, suplexes him on the floor and accidentally steps on his head. I feel guilty.
So I just carried him around.
See, that movie is so much more enjoyable.
Why are you doing this?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
They smell fear, man.
They smell fear, man. Seeing them fight those parademons was fun, though. I liked seeing them fight those parademons. The parademons were creepy enough that they were, fun to see die.
They're insects. Insects are fun to watch die.
I like the bug spray joke. The little girls all tossed and just little bug spray. I was like, that's cute. That's for the moms in the audience.
That would have made a much better movie. How they survived the whole time.
I thought Superman was going to save them, and then
I kept bringing that up with you. I was all like, they're still alive. How are they still alive?
I feel like that's a Whedon thing.
Horror movie.
That is a Whedon reshoot. I feel like. So wait, for those of you who don't know,
the family.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Zack Snyder was not kicked off. He left.
He left. Yeah, he left.
He left the project due to personal tragedy, and as he did this, he'd recently hired Joss Whedon to do some rewrites for the script because they were going to reshoot some scenes. And then Joss Whedon ended up directing those reshoots. And then... Reshoots. And then that bumps the budget up to like $300 million, which is a huge budget, but I'm pretty sure that like that's not the first movie to hit 300, despite what everyone says.
Don't explain why you laughed.
I'm not going to explain why I laughed. Let's just say, if you're listening to this episode, you're probably going to get some nice memes out of us. Blah, 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 blah. And Joss Whedon came on to rewrite, and so I feel like the film sounds like really like B-level Whedon dialogue, and it looks like B-plus level
Zack Snyder.
Like B-plus Zack Snyder.
Watchmen will always be A-plus.
I think Watchmen is probably the best looking Zack Snyder
DCEU movie.
Yeah, technically now, right? Because of what's it called? Doomsday Clock.
Oh, that's
coming out in like 2 weeks.
Didn't they reference it in the movie too?
Did they?
I was reading the comments on like someone's review of it, and apparently they did, but I don't know where.
Really?
Wait, what?
They referenced Doomsday Clock in Justice League. I don't know where or when because they didn't.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it's
coming out. Coming out so
like
soon.
The movie or a comic?
The comics. The Doomsday Clock
in Rebirth.
And oh my god. Okay, note to self.
Yeah, it's November
already.
It's already November.
I think I would not be surprised if it came out.
Are they gonna reset things
like
again?
last week?
No, because I think it's coming out after the whole they settled the entire dark night or dark metal night. Dark Knight.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And they just released the last issue, like to conclude it. This past week.
Why has no one talked about how edgy the Batman Who Laughs looks? It looks like a hot
He
topic.
looks so edgy. He looks like too edgy for you. Edgy. Wait, it's worth noting, listeners, we are talking about a comic book in which the Watchmen universe crosses over with the DC comic universe. And I want to see Superman fight Dr. Manhattan so badly.
How though?
I have no idea because they are destined to lose.
Just against
no,
Dr. Manhattan.
The Justice League is going to get
just against Dr. Manhattan. I don't get how
he literally changed the timeline so he could mess with them, and I still don't know why. And they haven't hinted why. What do you mean? What? He changed the timeline so he could like the whole New 52 is Dr. Manhattan's doing.
It's because I'm reading something.
Fuck him. He fucked everything up, dude.
Dr. Manhattan is the worst person in all of comic books, and I love him.
He's a cool character. He's a cool concept.
Oh, he's awesome. He's
much more interesting than Superman.
What? Dr. Manhattan?
Yeah.
I would probably rather see the Superman movie than Dr. Manhattan movie.
It's God, yeah.
That's cool.
It's God.
I think, just
man trying to
quick tangent, I think the Watchmen twist for the film is way better than the comic. Did it come out already?
This week.
Oh my god!
Get the fuck off me!
Get off me! Doomsday Clock. Fans.
I'm a Marvel boy.
Mom and 3 other friends who listen to the show, I'm excited for this. Oh my god.
I'd rather catch up on the Spider-Man run than the Doomsday run.
So, it looks like we're winding down our talk on Justice League right now.
No.
Yes, we are, because we got to do recommendations, we got to do all that sort of stuff.
Oh, so we're cutting it a little bit short?
No, I'm just anticipating that we might go a little long during recommendations. So, what are some final thoughts? Sean, what are your final thoughts on Justice League?
God, it's hard, because, like, I really wanted this movie to be good, you know, but it wasn't.
You know what,
it I'm glad that they didn't go into the horrible stuff of Batman v Superman. I'm glad in that part, but
you got Battlefront 2. You got enough.
I didn't buy it.
You didn't get it?
No.
Good. Don't buy it. Don't support EA. Fuck them.
Okay.
They did turn off microtransactions, even though
That's
they're probably going to
complained.
Which is good. I mean, that's like most companies would not do that.
Did you hear what they said for the first time people started complaining about it? They said they
basically said screw you.
No, basically, but they wanted people to feel like accomplished.
Oh, like they earned it. It's
Yeah,
fuck you. Come on, that's horse shit. With that being said, I still kind of don't want Battlefront 2 just because, I'm not interested in that campaign, and I'm not interested in the characters.
Anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it's the girl from the League being a stormtrooper, but
multiplayer and that's it.
I don't know. As someone who does not play multiplayer games, that has no, I'm not attracted to that in the slightest.
It's actually really fun.
And why do you buy Battlefront?
I thought there was a story mode, and there was not, and also it was a bundle. So we were gonna get a PlayStation anyway. Okay, so Sean, final thoughts on Justice League.
Reiterate what you just said.
Yes.
I don't. Well, yeah, that I mean, glad that it wasn't as bad as it could have been, but sad that it wasn't as good as it could have been. And then I don't know what you guys think about it, but like that scene where Flash is running and then he's realizing that Superman is.
It's cool.
I liked it.
That was pretty
that
good.
Was cool. Like when he's just like,
that's Whedon.
He's like, what the fuck?
You think so?
Yeah,
I think
I don't
so.
think Snyder
I think-
would throw that in.
I think Snyder would throw that in. What I think is Whedon is the post-credit scene.
No. Wait, which one?
There's way more.
The first one. I think the second one is Snyder, but I think the race is Whedon.
I could see that as Whedon, but no, I think that was Whedon as well. Just
Oh,
'cause-
interesting.
And then also like the way it was shot, it just didn't seem like a Snyder shot.
I thought all of Superman coming back from the dead was... I would have put my money that all of that is Snyder. Because it was just so stupid. Like, it was just... Like,
I
when
remember you laughing on the car ride about everything.
It was
everything was funny. Like when they're
It was
digging
all
the grave.
funny. Yes. Oh my... They have
Oh,
a
yeah,
scene
the
of them
dig-
digging out Superman's grave. That is hilarious, just
It was fucking
objectively.
stupid.
He's like, should we feel bad about this? And Cyborg was like, nah, dude. I'm a computer now, so I have no feelings.
I saw Steppenwolf's face. This is okay.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
know.
he said.
He's like,
Then they hold his lifeless
I could-
body.
Aquaman?
they dunk Clark Kent's dead body in the water. They make sure it's like he's making sure it doesn't float. He's like, down. Just stay down. That's probably... Okay. Them digging up his grave is probably the best scene in the movie. That's a close second. Seeing Aquaman just lower a dead body into a pool.
There's a lot
I could
of
probably
sex
do
in
this faster, but morally, are we supposed to be doing this?
I know, yeah. I was like, just do it, Barry. Just finish digging.
And then you just hear the kadunk.
You're the thunk, and I was like, oh my god, they're doing
What would have
this.
been cool is if like Superman wasn't in the thing and he came back. Because what's the point of the end of Batman v Superman when the rocks like go up? He's full on dead. He's dead.
Well, I
But
think
then
the
I think
implication there is that, like, because Bruce says maybe he's not dead, maybe he's in that weird state of comatose.
Fucks with Batman in this movie. He doesn't know shit.
Batman would not be the one to bring him back. I feel like Cyborg, based on the character they made, would be like the analytical cold one, who'd be like, no, let's bring him back. And Bruce would be like, yo, he died for our sins. Why are we bringing him back? So that didn't make any sense.
I hate reading the synopsis of this movie. Batman filled with like new hope or an understanding or something like this from Superman's last action.
Yeah, that's stupid. I'm okay with forgetting stuff from the past, though. Like, I'm okay forgetting that Batman, like, was a dick in the last movie. I'm okay forgetting Superman was, again, a sad monster. Like, I'm fine remembering what I want to
He was a
remember.
sad monster
I
for
mean,
a second.
I don't know. I kind of got a little mad when, that scene where, you thought that Wonder Woman and Batman were about to get it on. But, like,
Wait,
when
did
he...
you want that?
No, but I was just like, when,
Right after she says you're getting old.
You're getting
They
old.
kiss, they have sex.
Let's do it.
They have Damien.
I'm not that old.
I'm not that old.
Anyways, but
That's
when
good.
what's
That's
it
a
called?
Snyder line.
When
That
he,
was a Snyder.
but when
That
he's
was
all,
a studio-mandated line.
when he's all like, he was human, he was more human than me.
That's fuck
like
you.
I was all like,
Actually, that was a good line.
No, it wasn't.
no, I didn't think so. Because
I
I'm
think
like,
so.
I'm like, okay, the whole point of Batman v Superman was that he wasn't human. That was
Yeah.
his motivation. He wasn't human. That
His whole motivation in this movie is he's more human.
he's more human. Like
Actually,
I'm like,
I thought
really?
that line worked because Batman would say that, and I'm 90% sure he has. That's basically the point of the Dark Knight Returns fight, where he's like, Clark could kill me if he wanted to, but he won't because he's a better person than I am. So I feel like that line worked for Batman, and I liked it.
Wait.
But I just hated every other "we're a team" line, where like they're fighting, and then they're like, "Whoa, what was that?" And then
it's a
Alfred is
league.
like,
or no,
"It's
the teamwork.
Who
Yeah.
was Alfred talking to in the trailer?
Oh, where he's like, "Oh, they said you'd come."
I think that's just a tease for Superman. That's it.
I fucking hate DC how they always do this. I
Yeah.
mean, Marvel.
Well, that's
does it, but
every
it's-
movie,
I know,
including Star Wars, which is insane.
but,
And
man, I'm
then-
so sick of it. Like they're just doing this for the extended cut DVD.
Iris West wasn't in it. That scene where like Barry's like
Oh, they
pushing the
cut her.
glass. Like,
Is there a scene with Barry pushing the glass in a trailer?
like in the trailers when he's like he touches the glass and then like it just like you see a slow motion shatter of it, but it like kind of
Oh, like out the
liquidy.
window, right?
yeah, like it
Oh,
looks
that was
liquidy.
dope. That wasn't in the movie.
And they didn't have Batman looking at like a
The
hologram. of
hologram stuff.
Superman.
Yeah, I thought that too. And he was like less sweaty in that shot, so it was probably an original shot.
Dude, he's all over the place in that movie. Of course,
is.
he's gonna be sweating. He looked good with the beard. I was hoping he'd keep the beard.
He did
Oh,
look good with the beard.
Did you notice that? What's it called?
His hair changed.
Something
Did it?
more important.
Did it change?
Something
Yeah.
when
He got older later.
when Batman was in Barry's hideout.
the Rick and
That
Morty.
the Rick and Morty was like it would be like a scene before, then after, then go back to like earlier
Yeah.
in the episode.
Why?
I'm like,
why?
I like that he's playing. I was...
Play the clip.
I liked... Just show us the episode of Rick and Morty instead of this movie. But I was like, ew, Barry Allen is watching a lot of K-pop TV right now.
I think
I was not into
He
that.
looks like the kind of person that would.
He does. And I hate that my Flash for the big screen is that person.
Is that your Flash?
I didn't like the whole, like...
Sean's Flash.
I didn't like the whole, that Barry's, like, a social outcast or something like that. Like, he
I don't
doesn't...
like how he's dumb, and he doesn't even know where, like, the Pacific Coast is.
Yeah. I don't mind that he's a social outcast. I mind that he's stupid. Because he is stupid in this movie, and it's like, oh, you're a genius level interact. Individual. Interact with nobody, because you're awful. And, interact with me off mic. Yeah, I know.
It makes sense that he'd be a social outcast. He's like the Quicksilver there, and Quicksilver was an outcast, too.
Yeah. But,
Come on, Sean.
okay, so Chris, final thoughts on Justice League.
I don't want to talk about my phone. I don't like it.
That's his final thought.
It's funny to laugh at it.
Yes.
Like the
it is.
Like the idea of the scenes in a movie like this in that universe are just fucking funny.
It's amazing.
It's so stupid.
We didn't talk about Aquaman, and
You
I
would
think
never, even though Marvel's super cheesy, you would never see them making jokes while they're like digging up a grave.
Yeah, because it's just objectively stupid and terrible.
Yeah, I know. Like even though it's like cheesy and dumb.
And Marvel's done some objectively stupid and terrible movies, aka please refer to Thor: The Dark World, and also kind of Iron Man 2.
And Iron Man 3 sometimes.
I like Iron Man 3, but the
weak the
twist
suits
is
I hate how weak those suits are. He gets hit by a truck and it falls apart. And then
it's a prototype.
But in Avengers, like his suit can take like Thor's hits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But again, it's a prototype.
That's the move. That's the
and then
whole.
I think
you give and take with those movies, you know.
And then I think the whole thing, you know, is that suit is meant to like be individual segments, like portions of it.
Okay,
all those suits just break so easy though. All of them. Except Avengers.
Well, I mean, they're like super-powered fire monster people in the movie.
No, he doesn't get... I know, but like
when they're fighting...
Thor's a god. And he can
He's a demigod?
He's the god of thunder.
That just goes to show Whedon can save anything except Justice League, and that is, in my opinion, it could have been better.
Wait, who was part of the Scooby-Doo movies? Is that Whedon still? Or was that... Who did you
James
say?
Gunn. James Gunn wrote the Scooby-Doo movies, which, like, already makes them worthy of a rewatch.
Oh my god, he did!
Yes. Have you rewatched them recently?
Not recently. It was like...
Were you doing your Wikipedias and you were like, oh shit.
No, it was from a rewatch. I remember, but...
Just objectively.
It was like 2 years ago, I think.
They're fun.
And then
movies.
I was watching the second one because I prefer the second one over the first one.
I like how Scrappy's the villain in the first one. Fuck Scrappy.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's the villain.
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
Fuck.
I just remember that he turns into a giant Scrappy, and then he's like, Scooby-Doo, where are you?
What is oh my god, this is the next group movie we're watching. We're gonna see
What was
Scrappy.
the first one?
I don't, what was it?
Oh,
it was The Thing, technically,
yeah.
even though half the group didn't fucking show up. But,
he just looked down,
he was busy, I guess not doing anything, hush on.
I couldn't do it.
I would rather watch the Scooby-Doo movie, like, universe than, like, the DC universe from now on.
I would rather watch the Dark Universe starring Scooby-Doo from Universal than this movie, because I just pitched the most amazing universe ever. Anyway.
A serious Scooby-Doo movie, that'd be fun.
That'd be...
Like a Mystery Incorporated movie, live action. Because Mystery Incorporated is, like, serious, and it's a good...
Yeah, but it's silly as shit, too.
Wait, it's Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
If you want, like, serious...
I feel like they can make a good Scooby-Doo movie, but it's just not... Like,
I mean,
they just gotta take it, like,
I don't care,
so
like,
serious, it's just not serious. Like, it's gotta flip-flop back.
So, like, Justice League.
Justice League, yeah. Just follow Justice League and you'll be fine.
I don't care. Scooby-Doo 2 has a special place in my heart.
I love how they...
Steppenwolf is a Scooby-Doo villain,
I
let's
didn't
just
say
be
it was
clear.
bad. I love those movies.
Oh, no, it's not Steppenwolf.
Wait.
It's just Old Man Jenkins.
We got like 5 minutes
You
left to
rotten
go.
kids.
So, with that being said, we are going to... Just big final thoughts, Justice League. With
Fuck
5
it.
minutes
It
to go.
doesn't deserve a rewatch. Wait till it's on, like, FX. It doesn't deserve your money.
If you want if you don't like comic book movies, don't watch this movie. If you like comic book movies, prepare to get your heart broken, or just watch it because you know it's going to be bad. I think there's like validity.
Wait till it's at $1.
Like at $1 theater, it's worth it and it's fun. That being said, we're going to move on to recommendations. Recommendation time. Chris, what is your general recommendation for listeners of the show? Mind you, listeners, this is just a general recommendation on whatever comes to Chris's mind. What is your recommendation, good sir?
I was whispering right when you said that. I don't want to go first.
Oh.
Right before you said that, man.
Well, you're going first.
Shit. Save your money. Listen to the reviews. Don't listen to the audience score.
I was gonna say like
don't listen to the audience score.
Critics reviews or audience reviews, because those are indifferent right now.
Yeah, they're really indifferent. I don't know. Save your money. Save it for like a movie you like. Don't feel obligated to go because it's just
Save it for Last Jedi.
Don't feel like it's a big thing because all these people are together.
That's interesting because I would say.
Is that why you were excited for it?
I was excited for it because I had no idea what this movie was going to be, even though I had a gut feeling it was going to be that. Anyway, Sean, what is your recommendation for this week?
Warner Brothers, I'm recommending to you invest in a razor blade because I do not want more CGI upper lip.
Do you know how much they spent to CGI that thing out?
They spent a lot.
Like $50 million.
Okay, they didn't spend that much. That was the total research. That was the total reshoots price.
I know, but like it's around there. Most of the reshoots had to do with like.
Well, they had to do with Superman.
I'm gonna include that in the $50 million. Like
the lack of razor blades.
It would have been cheaper to just shave it and have more fake
it's because
Mission Impossible 6.
Really?
Yeah, it's because Paramount was like, you cannot shave that mustache, and he was like,
if Cruise can do his own stuff, you can keep your own mustache.
It's accurate. Anyway, I'm gonna recommend if you are a Green Lantern. Don't get your ass killed in the middle of a battle. And also, don't go alone in the middle of a battle. You're fighting this intergalactic ward, and the one Green Lantern is going to go alone, and we're going to be surprised when he gets his ass capped by some spear from Steppenwolf? No.
Was it a spear? I thought it was the axe.
Was it an axe? Did he axe
I thought
him?
it was the axe.
Then I guess from a magical fairy
So is the ring just
axe.
just circling Earth looking for Hal Jordan? Like, he's like, Hal, where are you?
Those little cameos don't make this movie better at all.
No, they don't.
Deathstroke was cool, though.
With that being said, ignore everything I said. Deathstroke was cool.
Deathstroke was the only cool one.
He was.
It was like shock. It was like a shock to see Green Lantern stuff. And,
I enjoyed Green Lantern
for like the 5 seconds, like they mentioned it.
It was fine.
It looked. everything just looks bad in this movie.
Yeah, CGI was kind of tough. Anyway,
$300 million for this.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I want to see what Snyder's just pure vision was, because that would have been wild. It could have been awful, and it probably was, but it would have been interesting.
Superman was his pure.
Wait for the extended edition.
I don't think they're going to make an extended edition.
They have to. There's a bunch of scenes they left out.
No, I don't think they will, just because they left them out on purpose. They were like,
Bet.
Are you going to say
Bet.
Are you going to say they're not going to because of how Wonder Woman didn't have one? Because
no, I'm going to say they're not going to because this movie was like directed by a studio for the past 6 months, and they're like, fuck ultimate cuts, because they do not help anyone. Anyway, that is it for our show. Sean, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me on IG, otherwise known as Instagram, in case you aren't hip enough, at Sean, S-E-A-N, not S-H-A-W-N like some loser, _ Castro 11. Also, if there's any Sean followers that are with an SH, I'm sorry.
No, you're not, you fucking liar. Chris, where can we find you on the Great Wide Web?
You can find me on the back of the 1933 Blu-ray sleeve for King Kong.
Stop bringing that back. It's not going to get called back. It's your catchphrase. That's my catchphrase.
You can find me... stop tuning my ear. Fuck! I'm sorry. You can find me on Instagram at _the_milky_way. That's all I use. I use nothing else. If you want that Snapchat, DM me, wink at you.
Now here, I thought that was your catchphrase.
Either way.
Either way it works. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at lifeofscreen.com. You can follow the show on Instagram at too many mistakes were made, underscores between each words. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure to subscribe on iTunes and leave a comment. That'd be really cool. And see you next Tuesday.
Wasting time.